Welcome to a very special edition of Streaming Roundup here on Streaming Wars. I'm Chelsea Schwartz.
I'm Yael Teagle.
And let's get into it.
Yeah, let's start with Magic Camp over on Disney+. We talked about this a little bit last week. I really enjoyed this movie. It's a fun movie for the family. I think it could have used a little less Jeffrey Tambor, but other than that, it was really fun. And I loved the fact that at no point was there a question of magic is real, because it's a movie about magicians. So it's about that rather than this whole, but what if magic was real? And I really liked this grounded place that it came from.
Absolutely. We also talked a little bit about how it was originally supposed to be a theatrical release in 2018, and it got shelved quite a few times. I think this was the better choice. It honestly feels more like a Disney Channel original movie. So if you like DComs, this is going to be right up your alley.
I totally agree. I kind of wish it had released on the channel first, but I'm okay with it being straight on Disney+.
Absolutely. That brings us to High Score, a new docuseries on Netflix that's all about the history and evolution of the video game industry.
Yeah, it's really amazing how they tell these stories, especially, for example, there is the woman who won the first Space Invaders tournament, and
Yes.
that win allowed her to really figure out who she is and transition and into the woman that she is today.
So beautiful. And like the entire series is full of these like unsung hero stories that people don't really know about. It's really well done.
Absolutely. Speaking of Netflix, there's another hidden gem on there called Teenage Bounty Hunters.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's really fantastic. It's from Genji Cohen, who made Weeds and Orange is the New Black. And you go Teenage Bounty Hunters, what a silly idea. It's really funny. It's very good. I loved it.
It's unexpected and delightful.
Yes, definitely a hidden gem.
Not so much like The Sleepover, which is also on Netflix. It's an original film. It's not that it's not unexpected or not delightful. It's just that it's very middle of the road. If you like Spy Kids, if you like Adventures in Babysitting, Sky High, those kinds of movies, it's going to be right up your alley. It's family-friendly fun. It's also just a solid background noise kind of watch.
Yeah, I feel like I'll put that on and check it out.
Awesome.
We have some headlines we have to talk about, especially Amazon's casting of Jensen Ackles from Supernatural.
Yes.
He is joining the boys for season 3. I'm so stoked.
So good. And then also, speaking of being stoked, Jim Henson is creating a brand new Disney Plus series. It's going to be like a late night talk show format called Earth to Ned. And I'm down for anything that Jim Henson Studios wants to make.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see that. Things that I'm also excited to see is DC Universe, because it is officially folding into HBO Max, which should have been done sooner. We'll be discussing this further in next week's episode, but I can't wait to see all that DC Universe content now on HBO Max.
In one convenient package.
Yes.
This brings us over to Hulu, which we've got a WTF moment. Hulu canceled High Fidelity. Such a powerful story and well casted. Like, this was just a voice and a story that needs to continue.
Yeah, it's a big cancellation surprise, just like Netflix's decision to cancel Patriot Act. It's a show that people loved. It was telling incredible stories that needed to be heard, and somehow they canceled it.
But, you know, at the same time, Peacock just went, but guess what? We're bringing you MacGruber.
I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. So silly.
Yeah, I don't understand what Peacock is doing altogether, but we'll get into that more on a future episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, until then, thank you for joining us for this special edition Streaming Roundup, and we'll see you next week.
Don't forget to subscribe to that hashtag show.